Hi Capricorn, welcome to your mid-September 2020 General Tarot Updates. It's Raina here. So I'm working with the Light Seer Tarot deck this month. I don't know why I can't say the word seer. I mean, should you say seer or seer? Seer. Light Seer Tarot deck. Gosh, is that the first time I've gotten the moon card? I don't know, but I'm glad to get some kind of different cards. Oh, good. I'm getting some different cards this time out. Okay. The heart of the matter is the Ace of Cups. This is a card of new love that has come in, or that you have found yourself attracted to somebody on your end of things. This can also be a new creative project that you're pursuing, or a new job that has more of a healing or artistic, creative side to it. In the past position, we have the moon card. Isn't it? Oh, God, I love those colors so much. Even the moon is kind of like blue-green. And this is a card of, let's see if I can hold the whole thing up. See, I can't because of this thing. How can I do this? Anyway, you get the drill. The moon card is connected to Pisces. So perhaps that is a person that you have gotten involved with. You're actually compatible with Pisces as a water sign. But also, the moon rules Cancer. So I would include that as well. Also, the moon card can be getting in touch with your intuitive gifts, your creative gifts, and then you're pursuing them. You're starting something. Now, whether you're doing that as a profession or simply as a hobby, a way to kind of get out those feelings that you have, or to showcase your talent, doesn't really matter. It could be any of that could work. The higher message is the Emperor, and this is a card that is associated with Aries. It's funny because he's holding the king. And I think that means, because this is a card of control, your self-control, being in control of your life for some reason. There are, different possibilities. It might be that you're starting a heart-centered business, and this is due to being more on the spiritual path. Capricorn rules the area of career, so, and it is also an earth sign, so is very well versed in anything that has to do with the physical dimension and success in this world. But I was just like noting, with another sign, I think it was, that I know somebody who, I don't know them personally, but I know of them, and they are a Capricorn artist. And I was kind of joking that, artists often get this reputation of being kind of flaky and everything like that, because they're not necessarily tuned into the, practical side of life. But if you want to do artistic things for a living, and even in a lot of cases have a spiritual business, if you're like totally impractical about those things, you're going to find it hard to make money, I think. I mean, that's not going to be 100% correct. Maybe some people just have that knack anyway. But I feel like you have to be grounded in some way to be able to do it in a way that is the highest possible productivity, because an artist has to be consistent. Some people who are artistic are just kind of like, oh, I feel it. I feel it or I don't. And the problem with that is then they're not very prolific and they don't have much output. So I guess that what I would say is, if you have gotten into this belief that this is what you want to pursue, you probably will be successful. But I was going to say the Four of Emperor. The Emperor card is kind of being in the driver's seat. That's how I would see him holding the king. And also, so like taking charge of the situation when it comes to your life in general. And also, maybe because you're a cardinal sign, you do work very well, for yourself, because you don't need somebody to tell you what to do, to give you orders. You are very capable of acting in a way that is, confident, full of authority, and is that it can lead to success. So there's that sense of being self-directed that comes from somebody who is a cardinal sign like that. And what that can suggest is a desire to have one's own business. And in this case, this would be more for the people that are doing something that is in the healing arts, or the or even like psychology, perhaps. Maybe you have worked for somebody else and you're having your own business or something like that. But, the thing with the Emperor in the spiritual position is being more like stepping into that power. Perhaps at one point you didn't realize that you could do that, and now you realize that you can. What crosses you is the Queen of Swords. So if this is something that you're still deciding, you may be torn between two things. I have to mention relationships here, because the Ace of Cups could be meeting somebody new. Now, I would say that person is a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, especially Scorpio could be, but somebody who is more in tune with emotions, maybe more spiritually connected to you. The Emperor may have been somebody at one point that felt right for you, but isn't now. They are more of a controlling type of person. I was going to say control freak. This could be a literal Aries person, somebody who is in law enforcement or the military and has that law and order mentality. And this other person would be softer, would be more intuitive, and maybe now at your stage in the journey is more of what you feel drawn to. What is coming in is represented by the Knight of Wands. This is a card of freedom, in reveling in your freedom. So it can be enthusiastic, it can be an affair. So perhaps, but I feel like this is you, like, sowing your wild oats, the horse. This is associated with Sagittarius, actually. And not being the typical Capricorn that needs to have everything under wraps. Actually, it's funny because I always think of the Emperor as Capricorn. It seems to me that it's more in alignment with what the Emperor represents. It's number 4, which is associated with Saturn. So why is it Aries? Aries, to me, even as a cardinal sign, is much more chaotic than Capricorn would be. And actually, the Emperor can be the father, and Capricorn can be the father. So, it's one of those paradoxes. The outcome is the Justice card. So if if you are waiting for a divorce, your divorce papers, that might be the case. But it's also, this card is connected to Libra. We are having a the equinox is happening, and for you, this is your career sector. You're having a new moon there in October, in mid-October. So that might be good for career matters to progress. But with the Justice card, perhaps there is that kind of a legal decision that will signal, at least legalistically and symbolically, your freedom. But you, with the Knight of Wands, you already are revving up for it, to say the least. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.